Anywhere you travel for climbing, you see environmental destruction. I think the world is changing very rapidly, and we have a narrowing window in which to act.
Professional rock climber and environmentalist Alex Honnold was invited by the Explorers Club to premiere a screening of the Honnold Foundation's short film, Our Children's River.
I cannot tell you how much I respect and admire Alex and the work he's doing with the Honnold Foundation, because, you know, it's the real deal.
The work of Indigenous folks in the Ecuador and Amazon protecting their land, it's their stories we should be listening to, because they're the ones who are most negatively affected by climate change. I'm also going to talk a little bit about some recent climbing trips. So it's basically just kind of a look at the two sides of my career, some of the adventure climbing and how I try to tie that to climate, and then some of the work that my foundation is supporting.
El río Aguarico es donde nosotros nos hemos criado desde niños, de irnos a bañar, de estar divirtiéndonos, ¿no? En nuestro territorio, ya que estaban unas concesiones mineras que iban a hacer actividad de minería de oro alrededor de 25 a 30 años.
Really highlights the power of storytelling within that community. Like, basically their tribe was able to share that story within the Ecuadorian public and sort of change public opinion about whether or not that land should be protected, and eventually ban oil extraction from that park. And so, you know, I think the takeaway is that with the proper mobilization, you can protect certain important areas of land.
And so for us, being here means that we can help demonstrate what that change looks like on the ground. We have a couple of our grantee partners here that we work with. We work with grant partners and grassroots organizations all over the world that are using solar energy to increase the wellness in their communities and also reduce the impacts of climate change. And so for us, you know, we can have our grantee partners here and have them be the platform of like, this is what it looks like to do the work. And when you're actively making change, this is who you're investing in, and these are the communities that are making the change, so this is the result of all of the great work that can happen here.
Living in New York, it's tough to maybe think about the impact that humans are having on nature because the exposure to nature is so limited. This summer, New York was affected by wildfire smoke for half the summer, and that's unprecedented. Hopefully that will spur some action.
He has such an amazing and unique perspective because he brings that awareness about kind of what's happening in climate change from this really, really high level and like on the ground level of seeing it in really remote places, and then connects it to people.
In 2017, Alex completed the first and only free solo of El Capitan's Freerider route at more than 3,000 feet. A historic accomplishment which has been hailed by many as one of the greatest sporting achievements of our time. The story of this feat was told in the Academy Award-winning documentary, Free Solo.
I've thought about El Cap like for years, and every year I'm like, that's really scary. I'll never be content unless I at least put in the effort.
A gifted and hardworking athlete, Alex is distinguished for his uncanny ability to control his fear while scaling cliffs of dizzyingly heights without a rope to protect him if he falls.
I'm inherently a very optimistic person, and so I see the world through rosy glasses, and I think that there's a lot of room for improvement. I think there's a lot that can be done. So, I mean, I think the rational part of me knows that things aren't great for the environment right now. But the optimist in me, which is the bulk of me, just feels like we could be if we choose to. We just have to start trying.